witches and wizards, this is Professor Rowan. Wizards Unite has been available in the United States for 1 week now, so we're going to go over some things we've noticed, some tips and tricks for your use from now on. As soon as you are able to, prestige your pages. Prestiging pages gives you additional XP, as well as opens up those items to give you more bonuses as you collect them. I can't tell you how many times you collect some of the lower level ones. They're constant. So as soon as you can get rid of that page, you'll be getting additional XP for collecting them. Additional bonuses like getting more fragments, getting more runes, getting more bonus pieces for that type. So make sure that you prestige pages as soon as you can. The next thing we need to talk about is vault maintenance. The vault in your Wizards Unite is, when you start out, really kind of tiny. It doesn't have a lot of space. So there are some things that you can do to help out with that. First off, if you click on the leaves, that's your ingredients, until you're level 15, you're not going to need certain things. You're not going to need anything like the ginger or the armadillo bile, I think it is. Yes, the armadillo bile. Those things are all for your witch sharpening potion, which you can't even brew until level 15. And I know that I was getting so many gingers that I had like 30 or 40 in here. So I was getting rid of the ginger. I would say get rid of anything that you can easily grow. Like, I've always got bitterroot around my house, so I don't need 30 bitterroot. I can delete some of these out of here so that I can get the ones that I actually do need. Things you actually do need that I strongly encourage you do not delete are things like dragon liver, hermit crab shell, powdered dragon claw, Re'im blood. Anything that you cannot grow in a greenhouse, you should not be deleting. Those things you need to keep, especially since like the Re'im blood is used for the Extimulo potion. That's a potion you're going to be casting a lot. The dragon liver is for the healing potion. You're going to be brewing that a lot. So make sure that you have some of those on hand as long as you can. I would also say that you make sure that you keep some Dittany, wormwood, the ones that are often used in the potions you brew the most. Keep some of them on hand. Yeah, it's okay to be able to find them, but I wouldn't delete them all out entirely. I'd keep 5 or 10 in at any given time. Dittany is one of those. My husband forsake the Dittany, and the Dittany now forsakes him. He can't find it. He has to grow it, because he commented that there was way too much of it. He doesn't know what to do with it. So make sure you keep at least some of everything on hand. Another thing is that you can get more than your max. However, once you hit that, it will remind you that you need to buy more sections for your vault. Just know that if you dine at an inn and you get a plate of chicken dinner and you only had 2 spots left, you're not going to lose any of that energy. All that energy will be there, but you won't be able to collect more until you've used some. Speaking of, it will use up the inn, and you can tell that by the little smoke signals coming out of the inn's chimney. Fortresses also have a similar item around them, but it's not if you've necessarily used it, it's just if it's been recently used. That way you can tell if there's someone else, another witch or wizard in the area, and maybe you can find them and help out. Speaking also of inns, you may have noticed that there are a bunch of inns that are different colors on your map. Different colors actually represent how the density or how many inns there are in the area, and will also show you if they're going to give you a lot of energy or not any much energy at all. And of course there's the ever-present pumpkin juice, which only gives 3 and seems to be all I can get in any inn. There will be a link in the description below that shows you all of that information. Another thing I want to talk about is your settings management. When you go into the system and click on your settings, there's a lot of ways here that you can help preserve your battery life, as well as make it less of a drain on your data. Those are the words that Nomaj has used, right? Data? Okay. So if you go into your settings, you can turn off music, you can turn off sound effects. That uses less of your battery. You can turn on and off your notifications. I like mine on. Other people like to turn off their daily reminders because there is a glitch where it will give you a daily reminder about every 5 minutes. So I can completely understand why you want to turn those off. Also, Downloading your information over network, which is over Wi-Fi, saves you a lot of data. Battery saver, if you have that turned on and you turn your cellular telephone upside down, it'll have the black screen, so it's not wasting your battery trying to keep up the picture, but it will still vibrate when things are near. Also in your settings, which you get by clicking on the gears at the top, I strongly suggest, I don't think I still have it available anymore. Yes, I don't, because I've already done so, but downloading all the assets, please make sure you do that over Wi-Fi. Download all the assets if you can, because it will make it so that things run smoothly. Also, getting notified about when new assets are available is always a good thing. That way you know if there's been some major update and you need to be paying more attention. Friends! I'm going to have links for places below, but there are many different ways that you can get friends on the system. There are different websites where you can post your ministry ID and your friend code to get friends that way. You also can look through Facebook and Meetup, different organizations that have local area groups. Besides going out to your regular witch and wizard friends or your school friends or anything like that, Overmorny, you can always find friends that way as well. Speaking of which, here is my friend code. If you would like to send me a friend invite, please do so. This code is only good for 1 week. The last thing is the announcement of several different events that are going to be happening in the not too distant future. One of them is actually happening right now today, where you get additional XP for magical creature events. It's the Task Force Emergency that's been going on. I've gone up a whole level because of this, so I've been very happy. The next thing to mention is the Brilliant event that's happening on July 3rd. Those of you who, like me, are desperately trying to get a hold of green tomes, which are the restricted books from the library to help your profession, those are available during these events. You can find that information in next to your daily assignments where it says special. It says coming soon, 3 days and counting. This Brilliant event is set to kick off on July 3rd at 1 p.m. Pacific time or 4 p.m. Eastern time. We do know when it starts, however, we do not know how long it officially lasts. So try to get those quests done as quickly as you can. I can have a link to all that information below as well. The last thing I want to mention is a fan event that's going to be happening in Indianapolis over Labor Day weekend. There will be a lot of things happening within the application as well as in the real world. So I really am looking forward to going to this. If I can get my Portkey working, then I will be in Indianapolis for this. There you have it, my witches and wizards. If you like what we've been seeing, please subscribe, hit the bell. All those things really help us out. Also, in case I can't find my Portkey, we're going to be having some merchandise up soon, going to be opening a GoFundMe possibly, going to be opening a Patreon, ways that you can help make sure that these videos are happening so that you are keeping up to date on what is going on. Thank you again, witches and wizards. Remember to keep your eyes peeled, your ears open, and your wands ready.